In the last video, we talked about 4 places where you can collect email subscribers from your blog. Those 4 places are your sidebar, your lightbox, your blog posts, and your landing pages. And I have some really good news for you. You can use basically the same copy on all 4 of those different opt-ins. You don't have to write crazy stuff over here and then do something else over here. You could pretty much write the same thing and use it in 4 different places. For example, on your landing page, you're gonna have a little bit more space to play around. So maybe you add a couple extra bullet points. On your lightbox, that pop-up window, it's very small, very constrained. You wanna get to the point very quickly. So you're gonna hit them quick, give them 1, 2, 3 bullet points, that's it. But in general, it's the same copy that you can reuse and deploy in multiple different places. I like that. I like writing something once and using it multiple places. So what does it take to write great copy that gets people to give you their email address? You know, I look at a lot of these blogs, I know their traffic numbers, and I see the kind of opt-ins they're offering, and they're pretty weak. They might even have good traffic, but their opt-in conversion rates are so low. And part of the reason is that when you look at their opt-in copy, it's like, sign up for my newsletter. Like, bro, I have enough newsletters. Give me something. Tell me what you're going to give me. I don't wake up in the morning and say, I need a newsletter. I wake up in the morning and I have problems and I want someone to solve those problems. So that's what you want to keep in mind as you think about 3 major ways that you can use copy to help you get more opt-ins. The first thing you're going to tackle is the offer. What are you going to give them in exchange for their email address? The second thing is the headline. What's going to capture their attention when they first see that opt-in box, whether it's on the sidebar or the landing page or whatever? And third, what kind of bullet points are you going to offer that's going to answer any objections they have and get them to go over to that opt-in box and enter their name and email address? Let's take each of these in turn. I want to show you lots of examples here, and then I'm going to add even more in the vault. So the first thing you want to think about is the offer. This is the most important thing. Your headline's important, your bullet points are important, but what are they getting? That's ultimately what they care about. Now, when you start off, you can offer information if you want, like free updates to my blog. That's fine. You'll get some subscribers. As you grow, you're probably going to want to get a little bit more sophisticated. Rather than just offering free updates, you can test out offering things like guides, PDFs. In our case, we offer something called a free idea generator. Overall, we call these things carrots. We're giving somebody a carrot to get them to opt in. Let me show you a few examples of what I'm talking about. Here's Ryan Holiday. He's a friend of mine. And let's take a look at his website. Look at the copy he uses. He writes, join my list now to get my 5 top book recommendations. Why does he say that? Because the people who come to his site know that Ryan is fanatical about reading and they want to know what he reads. That's a perfect carrot for his reader. Let's take a look at the next example. This is from a little site you may have heard of called I Will Teach You to Be Rich. And here, in this example, we are offering a business idea generator. Why are we offering this? Why? Because we know that one of the biggest pain points for our readers is they don't have an idea to start a business. Therefore, we know their number one burning pain from research, so we offer them this carrot. And of course, it's valuable to them, so they're going to give us their email address. Perfect. Number 3, this is from a site called QuickSprout. It's an online marketing blog. Let's take a look at the copy. Double your traffic in 30 days and receive secret bonus, $300 value. Wow. So it's a little bit punchy. It's a little bit transactional. It's a little bit markety. Perfect fit for the online marketing world. This is focused copy based on what your readers want. Notice that me taking Ryan Holiday's example would probably not perform that well on my site. And if you use the QuickSprout example on your site, it's probably going to seem a little out of place. So it has to fit naturally with what your audience is looking for. The headline. The headline is that big piece of copy you're going to see right when you get to the opt-in box or the landing page or even the bottom of a blog post. You want to make this headline something that catches their attention. A bad example would be free resources. Nobody wants a free resource. I got enough resources. So a headline is something you want to use to engage them immediately. Let me give you one that's pretty straightforward. This comes from a magazine for actors. It's called Backstage. And the headline goes like this: do you want to know the 3 fastest ways to memorize lines? Yes! Yes, I do! That's what an actor is saying. So it's the perfect headline to engage that actor and draw them in. You could also do something that's a little bit more fun, a little bit less clear, more offbeat and engaging. Let me show you another example. This is from a site called Pure Wow, which is a site for home hacks, little tricks and tips you can use around the house. Look at this headline: feeling a bit scrambled? Learn the top 3 secrets to perfect poached eggs. Now, as a guy who's made eggs hundreds of times and my eggs are still horrible, personally, I would actually love this. I want to know how to make the perfect scrambled egg or poached egg. Opt in? Done. That is how you can use headlines to engage your audience quickly. And we've got plenty more examples in the vault. Now let's talk about bullet points. Bullet points are fun because they're written in a very different way than headlines and other copy. Bullet points are short, punchy, right to the point. And you can use bullet points to hammer home why they should opt in, and you can also mitigate any risks or fear that they may have. Let me give you an example from I Will Teach You to Be Rich back in our personal finance days. If you think about the kind of reader that was coming, they were wondering what to do with their money, and we knew that we could help them with our system. So how do we take this thing in our head and communicate it in a way that makes them want to opt in? Well, we thought about what skills do we have that we want to share with the world. It was automate your finances. That could be a bullet point. Reorganize your finances. You notice that those examples were just words. Automate your finances. It's not particularly compelling. So let me show you better ways of writing these bullet points that will make it irresistible for people to opt in. In fact, in the copywriting world, these are often called fascinations. Let's take a look. Instead of automate your finances, we wrote, create an effortless system that automatically pays all your bills for you without a second thought. Instead of reorganize your accounts, which frankly sounds dreadful, we wrote, reorganize your accounts and find hidden income that you can save or invest. And instead of spend without worry, which is a little bit stilted, we wrote, design a lifestyle that allows you to spend your money how you want, guilt-free. Sounds way better. How did we come up with that copy? Practice. We wrote these bullet points over and over and over again. And when we finally nailed it, we knew it. We looked at it and we were like, I can't resist opting into this page. I need to give my email address to see how to do this. I want hidden income. Where is it? Here's my email address. Here's a few more examples. Catch him and keep him. The real reason why men become lazy and bored and what makes him crave you instead. Double your dating. An easy, effective way to tell if she's ready to be kissed so you won't get rejected. And finally, speed hypnosis. Quickly talk your way out of anything, even lipstick on the collar. A little bold, a little over the top, but you see what we're talking about here when we talk about bold copy. That's how you write great bullet points. You take something that's true and you communicate it boldly. Don't worry about going over the line. Most people, in fact, don't even get close enough to the line. You don't want to lie and say you're going to show them how to create hidden income if you're not. But we knew we could. So we had to communicate it in a way that made people want to engage with us. It's just like appearing on the radio or in video. If you ever go on the radio, the producer's going to tell you, you need to pump up your energy, pump